In the following presentation, you will see 8 good qualities, 8 stressors, and 8 stress behaviors of the Enneagram type. Mark with a tick which apply to you. Enneagram Type 8. Eights are strong. So we're moving from the mental center to the body center. Eight's just on the edge of the body center. So eights can be either physically strong, as in the world's strongest man here, or intellectually strong. They want to be in charge or in control and have the most raw energy out of any type on the Enneagram. Eights want to be a position where they command power, and once they're there, they want to increase it and keep whatever power they have for as long as possible. Eights are tough and extraordinarily resilient. They're able to absorb a lot of physical punishment without complaint. They move relentlessly forwards, carrying the weight of others on their shoulder, quite literally here, but more often than not, metaphorically. Eights see themselves as a solid rock that cannot be broken down. They're also action-oriented and quick to show up when there's an obstacle to conquer. So eights are streetwise and they protect themselves to ensure their own survival. With a high amount of confidence, they work hard to defend themselves and avoid being hurt. Eights often appear stony and unmoved by difficulties. They often enjoy seeing how others would stand up under pressure. To an eight, the truth comes out in a fight. Eights are fearless in the face of danger, and they put themselves wholeheartedly into doing what they're doing. They find a thrill to take on a difficult challenge, for example, like parachuting off a plane and diving deep into enemy territory. Eights are also good at engaging others to a cause, drawing out their strengths, courage, and conviction. They're brave in the face of danger, and they'll often test the boundaries of people they've with to know whether their friendships are trustworthy and stable. Eights are independent and they value being their own person and doing their own thing. They're autonomous and rugged individuals who do not want to be indebted to anybody. They also work alone, looking out for themselves and defending their territory. Eights go about meeting their own survival needs and go about getting enough money and power to ensure their own well-being and that of their loved ones. They take the initiative and make all the decisions using their power as a defense against the world. Eights are not afraid to take risks and overcome difficult challenges. So you're wondering what these guys are doing here. These are Marines undergoing training, and they're being put through what's known as a drown test. So with their hands tied behind their backs and their feet and ankles tied, they have to perform various tasks like floating on water. So eights love overcoming these challenges as it reinforces their feelings of invincibility. Eights want to make the world a more just and fair place. Where in the courts of law or out on the streets, they want things to be more equitable, balancing the scales of justice where necessary. Eights often rise to positions of leadership in government and business. They are no-nonsense people, and they do not let people's opinion of them sway them at all. So eights use their strength to protect and defend the weak, and they are not afraid to challenge them directly. In court, for example, they stand up for their rights and they enjoy lively discussions and a good argument. They know how to press people's vulnerabilities and are keen to find out how they would react. Eights don't beat around the bush, and they get straight to the point. They're clear, direct, and forceful in their communication, and they're not afraid to let others know what they think of them. And what stresses a type 8 out? Eights are overburdened by needing to be strong and invincible. They believe that if they're not powerful and in control, they will not be loved. And when the world of an eight is not as it should be, here are some thoughts in their mind. No one tells me what to do. I need to be in charge here. I must protect others. Don't boss me around. I can only count on myself. Life is a constant battle. I must administer justice. Don't beat around the bush. And some of the behaviors they exhibit under stress. Eights become vengeful and punish wrongdoing, which often involves administering their own brand of justice. They will plan how to get revenge on those who have wronged them, to even the score and balance the scales. Their feuds with enemies can last months or years. It's not over until the eight comes out on top. Eights become audacious and forceful, engaging in head-to-head challenges. They see themselves as invulnerable and they want to know where they stand with others. They can take a great deal of physical punishment and go out in the world looking for someone who can match their aggression and energy. Eights push people to make a stand on their own 2 feet, as an active confrontation makes them feel alive. Eights become intimidating and dominate others, and they need to get the upper hand and keep it. They are not aware of their energy. They're the most physically energetic type out of the 9. They lose touch with their softer, more vulnerable emotions, such as kindness, tenderness, softness, and warmth. And as a result, they feel dead inside. Eights will flatly deny their vulnerability and refuse to acknowledge any weakness about themselves and appear strong. They deliberately block out any recollection of incidents that reflects on them unfavorably, and they will bulldoze people, rarely considering other points of view and even entertaining the possibility that they could be wrong. Eights will engage in antisocial behaviors, like pressing people's vulnerable spots and just to see how they will react, or provoking fights just for the excitement of it. They're easily restless and move quickly to action. They want to know what others will tolerate and what they will not, and they discover people's boundaries by testing them. Eights are larger than life, and they blow off extra energy by indulging in excess. Once they've experienced a good thing, they want more and more and more of the same. So eights end up overstimulating themselves with sex, drugs, entertainment, work, eating, and so on. They step up their intensity to stay alive, and they party like it's no tomorrow. Eights will let everyone know who the most important person is by making a lot of noise. They speak out instinctively and are uninhibited and uncontrolled. They are the big shots who can get things done, and they avoid any structures, impediments, or restraints of any kind. Eights move to expose deceitful people and phonies, and will keep hammering their position to your head until you finally acknowledge it. Eights will just grab what they want, and their projects and possessions are seen as extensions of themselves. They are in charge, and they are running things. Eights give an order, and they want it carried out immediately. This is all mine, my castle, my property, my business, my spouse, and my children. So here's how you interpret your Enneagram test results. For each of the good qualities, stresses, and stress behaviors, you should have a score of 0 to 8. Take your stresses score and divide it by 2, and add it to your good qualities and stress behavior score for a total of 0 to 20. A result of 12 or more means you identify strongly with the Enneagram type. It could be either your core type, your wing, Or you could be connected to the type by a line.